Today, we are going to loot 100 end cities. But before I do that, I want to build a bunch of ice paths to all of my faraway portals in the nether. And to do that, I'm going to need a bunch of stone and a bunch of ice. Alright, and we'll come back to the stone later. Right now, we need to go find an ice biome and actually start gathering up a bunch of ice. Alright, well, while we were out and about looking for an ice biome, we came by a mangrove swamp. So we might as well grab some stuff while we're here. Well, alright, I did not expect this. This has got to be one of the biggest mangrove swamps I have ever seen in Minecraft. I mean, it just keeps going. I mean, who else has seen a mangrove swamp this big? That has got to be the coolest thing ever. But anyways, we must continue our search for an ice spikes biome, or we could visit that. And well, I'm pretty glad I visited this. We might as well check out one more. Well, we found diamonds, so that was kind of worth it, I guess. Oh my gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we were looking for an ice spikes biome, we have stumbled upon a woodland mansion. Don't worry, sir, I'm not here to raid you yet. Well, time to mark down the cords and keep moving. Oh, and here we are. Now this is the ice biome that we need for this. Now, the reason I want this one right here is because in the ocean, there's a chance for these little ice spikes to spawn with blue ice, which is the third variant, I'm pretty sure, of ice. Because with the variants of ice, you have ice, packed ice, and then 9 packed ice actually makes 1 blue ice, which again, like I said, is the fastest ice in the game. I think now it's time to set up shop and get to work. Alright, well, I would say that we did pretty good for destroying all that ice. I mean, this is all the ice that we got. It should be enough to get us to at least the Wither Skeleton farm, which is probably the one I care most about. So now, of course, we gotta build another portal to go home. Then we're actually gonna break this portal to go rebuild it on the nether roof. Alright, now we're gonna start it sort of a ways away from our portal, just because, I mean, we can fly here. It's not that bad. So we gotta go 1,000 blocks in that direction, and then 4,000 blocks in that direction. This is gonna take a while, but let's go ahead and get started. Alright, there we are. So we are at 1146 pretty much. So now I think we gotta go that way about 4,000 blocks. Well, I don't know how long I have been doing this for, but we have finally made it. And now all I have to do is I have to add buttons on the ice and walls on the sides. This is gonna take a while, so I'm just gonna go get it done, and then we'll come back and go end city hunting. Alright, well, doing this one row of walls took me way too long, so we're gonna forget doing all of that, and we're just gonna get on with the part of the video that is actually important. Now, like I said, we are gonna be looting 100 end cities, and to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of a couple things. First off, I'm gonna need at least a couple more elytras with Unbreaking 3 and Mending. I'm gonna need a lot of firework rockets, and I'm gonna need a lot of bottles of XP to heal my elytras. So now it's time to get to gathering. Alright, and I think 2 full shulker boxes of flight duration 3 rockets should be good enough. Next thing on our list is to get 4 mending books and 4 unbreaking books. And there we go. Next, I'm going to use all these emeralds to buy more bottles of enchanting. So now we have to head to our ocean monument to trade with these guys. Also, I am wearing my Christmas hat. This video is going to be out well after Christmas, but I just got my Christmas skin now, so I'd say it looks super good, and I'm gonna wear it probably until the end of December. Alright, and now I'm pretty sure that I should have majority of the things I need for this entire trip. Of course, throughout the trip, I will be picking up more elytras to fill this box up, which means that I would need more of these, but if I need to come back, I always can. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time to loot 100 end cities. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, now that we are in the end, there's a couple things we gotta do to get this all set up. Number one is we are for sure gonna have another elytra in our inventory just in case the first one breaks. And then also we will put a few extra totems as well. All right, now it's time to get started. So first we're just gonna head straight to the right, and I'm pretty sure I didn't really see any entities over here when I first came in that one time. We have been to at least like 5 or 6 entities in the area, so we might have to go a ways out before we start finding new ones. And here we are. Here is our first end city, ladies and gentlemen. And there's another one right there. So far, our luck has been pretty good. Let's loot the first 10 end cities. Here's elytra number 1. Elytra number 2. There we go, there's our first diamonds of the trip. Now pretty much, the end city looting was pretty self-explanatory. I ran around, killed a few shulkers, got a few elytra, you know, everything you would do for your first 10. There really wasn't much happening, and it was kind of boring, and it was just taking too long, so I decided I have a shulker farm, so I don't really need to kill the shulkers anymore. Alright, I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm kind of just going to forget about all the shulkers, since I already have a shulker farm. So I'm going to forget about actually killing all the shulkers, because that's taking way too long, and we're just going to get to actually looting the important part, which is the chest. I was finding end cities at an absurd rate. I felt like every single corner I went around, there was another end city with another ship. Elytra number 4, racking up a total of 4 elytras and about 6 end cities. I was feeling pretty good about this. And the chest loot was pretty good too. Alright, and I'm 5 end cities in so far. We have 95 more to go. It's been about 20 minutes. I'd say we are making very, very good time on this. Let's speed up the process and get to 10 looted.
Hello there.
Elytra number 5. Well, this is some insane generation. I mean, we've got 3 end cities right next to each other, but would y'all look at this ship? Oh, this ship is amazing. This is probably one of the best end city ships I think I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Elytra number 6. Now, the main structures we look for in end cities are these ones that have sort of like the square top, or like a tube that leads down, and then also these ones right here with like a square in the middle, then a bigger square on top. Those are the ones that have the chest in them. After running around looting every chest in sight, I realized that looting these end cities was a great opportunity for me to max out my ender chest. And with that, we stumbled upon elytra number 7, elytra number 8, elytra number 9, and there we go, our 10th elytra, and elytra number 11. Now pretty much the only thing I was really after was the elytra and the diamond. So once we passed our first 10 and our luck was sky high, we continued on to about 24. I don't think I've ever seen an enderman in an end ship before. That's actually pretty cool. All right, and after looting 24 end cities, this is the loot that we have gotten from that. And we have also gotten 16 elytras. So out of 24 cities, 16 elytras is not bad at all. So now there's 2 things I want to do before we get back to going end city hunting. I want to build a super smelter. And the second thing, it is going to make end city hunting easier. We need to kill the ender dragon 19 more times. So we need to get the materials for both of those. So we'll be right back when we do. It's time to go hunt some ghast. Alright, I think 75 ghast here should be enough. So now we're gonna head to the end. We're gonna fight the ender dragon as many times as we can with crystals that we have. I'm also gonna try to get some dragon's breath while we're there. Now I'm sure you all already know what happened to the ender dragon. Ow. Alright, and there we go. That is actually going to be the last dragon we fight. I mean, I do have one more, but my bow is on 2 durability. That's not very good. Alright, now that I'm back here, before we actually go and finish looting all the end cities, I want to build a super smelter. Alright, and here's all the materials we're going to need to build this. It's going to be a big one because I want a lot of items smelted. And we are going to build it right up here. Now it's pretty simple. Time lapse. Now that's pretty much the entire farm done. It's a very complex farm and kind of took me a while, but now all I have to do is I just have to go and check all the furnaces, make sure there's nothing in them, and then I have to fill them all up with coal, and then also fill up this chest with coal as well. But I do not have time for that at the moment because I have to be somewhere, so I'm just gonna do that when I get back.
The next day.
Alright, and I will run and fuel the farm later. Right now, it is time to get back to the main task at hand. Alright, and where we left off, we were at 26 end cities and 16 elytras. It's time to get going again. Man, this has got to be the wimpiest end city I think I've ever seen. These kind of end cities just don't make sense to me. There's this end city here, and then there's what is actually an end city right there. Anyone see a difference? There's 4 end cities right next to each other. That's crazy. Now, I did end up looting all the rest of the end cities going on from here on out. Nothing really interesting happened. It was the same thing every single time. Loot the chest, mine the ender chest, get the elytra. I didn't even bother with shulkers like I already said, and looting all 100 end cities did take me about 3.5-4 hours, but there definitely wasn't really much to actually show. Also, if you guys have been watching up until this point, then in the comments below, leave suggestions of what I should do at the end or start of every video that is sort of traditional for my channel to do for each episode. Wow, well this is really the jackpot of end cities because all 3 of these all have ships. Oh my, well that is definitely the best diamond chest we've had in a while. How many we got here? We got 11 diamonds from 1 chest. Wow, you know, I'm really telling you, once I defeat the Ender Dragon and bridge out hundreds of blocks to an end city, and I unlock the chest, and I look inside. Of course, everybody wants iron leggings with protection for Unbreaking 3 and Mending. Okay, I'll take those though. All right, everybody, and we're down to our last 5 end cities. All right, there's number 5 looted, number 4, number 3 is done, number 2 is done, number 1 done, and the last end city is finally looted. But there was one more end city over here, so I'm gonna loot this one before we head back. And there we are, everybody. That is it. That is 101 end cities looted in Minecraft. Now it's time to actually find my way back home. All right, and behind me is all the loot that I have collected from 101 end cities. Right here is all the ores and shulker shells that we got. And in these 4 chests is all of the diamond tools, horse armor, you know, iron horse armor, and just basically just all the equipment we got from it. And now I know the 2 big ones you want to see are how much diamonds did I get and how many elytras did I get. Well, we got just over 7 stacks of diamonds, which isn't too bad. Could be a lot better, but it's not bad. And we ended up with just over 65 elytras. We got 67. We also got 20 dragon heads, but 67 elytras. What will I ever need them for? Absolutely nothing, but at least I can say I have them. So now I think next episode I'm gonna have to build something to put all that loot in. It is nearing the end of the episode, so I'm pretty sure you all know what that means, right? All right, and this should definitely be enough. Now, I'll never really understand how I see Minecraft hardcore YouTubers go and mine netherite, and they have these long tunnels that don't have any lava whatsoever in them. And whenever I go netherite mining, there's lava literally everywhere. I just don't understand that. And there we go, that is all the TNT I had used, and this whole cave system looks really, really cool. I do like it a lot where it's super open and then all the lava is like flowing down. It just looks really cool. All right, and we got exactly 80 ancient debris. I would say that's really, really good. Now we're gonna get to smelting all the ancient debris. All right, once all that is done, we can make 20 netherite ingots, which will give us another 2 block of netherite. Now at the pace that I'm going, it is gonna take me forever to get the netherite beacon done, but we will do something more eventually. But there we go, we are now up to 7 block of netherite. Not bad at all. Anyways, everyone, that is the end of today's episode. I hope every single one of you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye.